weeks to Saudi, so we're going to be catching up in Riyadh. So we will be doing some behind the scenes social stuff as well. I wanted to ask, how are you looking after yourself? because you touched on the physicality. Because I'm just a radio presenter. I can only imagine the fear of the voice going or the body going. Eve, what are some of your kind of tricks of the trade that you've learned over the years to really be able to pull it out of the bag? Because we talk about Dr. Theatre, this idea of, okay, I am down, but I need to be on.
Yes, yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, funny you should ask, actually. So I think it's not very talked about, but I actually had a vocal injury on my last job in Phantom. Obviously, it's a massive show, and Phantom is sung through. Wicked is not sung through, there's talking and singing. Phantom, everything is sung. So you have the added pressure of every single note. You want to be perfect, and as Christine, if anyone knows Phantom, she's kind of meant to be this pure, angelic sort of ingenue, so you can't really get away with having a crack because it kind of gives away, it kind of gets rid of the illusion, right? So I think there was a lot of pressure, and I think I didn't look after my voice enough, so I learned a lot of things like hydration. Me and Becky are constantly drinking our water bottles, everything. We have these things called nebulizers. They look a little and basically they're just cold they're cold steam that basically hydrates. It's saline solution, and it hydrates our vocal folds. So if you see us walk around with like steam coming out of our mouths, it's nothing untoward. It's literally saline solution that hydrates and kind of gets rid of phlegm,
and especially in hot countries it's really important.
Yes,
like the rehydration is just number one.
Like electrolytes. We always have electrolytes in the morning with my water straight away.
I want to ask about going green.
Okay,
so Cynthia Regan famously was spent 4.5 hours in the makeup chair for Wicked the movie. What was it like seeing yourself in the mirror as Elphaba for the first time?
Do you know what? I assumed it would be really emotional, but it was just so jarring. Because it was so jarring. I was looking at myself and I was like, wow, I'm actually green. I look like a pea.
She's green.
And I think that you kind of envision what you might look like, and then you don't. So then you're like, okay, great. So we're having a great kind of collaboration with the makeup, with the wigs, hair and makeup team here, and we're so incredibly lucky to be able to recreate looks as well and have our own individual kind of like spiciness to it as well. And it's just so much fun to be able to be like, oh, can I maybe have a bit of glitter on my lip? Like, can I maybe have like this and that and t'other? And it was just so exciting. The greening process.
The greening process.
It's a process. It's a process. Is not for the faint-hearted, because not only is the role of Elphaba so incredibly challenging, but you are in before everyone else. You are out after everyone else, and it is that thing where
she doesn't get an interval.
And I don't get an interval.
Why not?
Because Elphaba goes from Act 1 Elphaba to Act 2 Elphaba, and that's quite a transition.
Bit of a glow up, shall we say?
Bit of a glow up. She becomes,
pops on a lash.
Yes, I pop on a lash.
You've got to pop on a lash sometimes,
Pop on a lash, pop on a lip, a little bit of contour. Make it really aware to the audience that she's gone through this change. She's gone through
Time
this.
has passed.
Time has passed. So yes, no interval either.
Athlete.
It is being an athlete.
I want to talk about the costumes as well. Because I was supposed to say, but that must be a serious moment as a little girl who was there, gravitating towards the pink dresses and the plastic heels, to now go, oh my goodness, this is my job. I get to wear a dress like this. Is there one dress in particular that's your favourite?
God, I'm emotional. I think I've always loved dressing up and fashion, yes, but just kind of. In the morning I wake up excited to get dressed because I'm like, it's an extension of me, I think, at least personally. And I've always said my favourite things, not my favourite things, but my favourite moment in any process in theatre is getting into those costumes that have been specially made for you, and then getting the wigs and the costumes, I think, just absolutely transform the character. And I know that my Glinda's going to change again when I get into tech and I get to wear the costumes and the wig and the heels on stage in situ. Your posture changes. I've been wearing heels in rehearsals because obviously I walk around like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, really, as told by someone a while ago. She does not do that. Eve does, Glinda does not. So I've been wearing heels, and actually it really has changed my posture. And the thank goodness dress that I wear, so basically the opening of Act 2. Again, time has passed. Glinda's a bit more mature. She's no longer a schoolgirl. She's a public figure now, all this kind of stuff. And I had no idea what the dress would be, because I knew they weren't going to be like the Brazilian production, but I wasn't sure what the visions were. And I saw it through a window. And I screamed. I went, is that my dress? And then a week later, I was badgering the costume team. Please, can I try it on? Please, can I try it on? They're like, not ready yet. We need to do some more alterations. And I remember I tried it on. I just cried. And it's this
ran into
beautiful
the rehearsal
dress.
room
I
to
ran
be
into the
like,
rehearsal room, and everyone was rehearsing, and I was like,
so
stop
good.
the rehearsals. Look at me, I'm in a big ball gown. And then everyone clapped. It was just really lovely of them.
You mentioned crying there, and
Yes.
I wondered, and in the second half in particular is, I mean, not just at the end, but there are some quite emotional moments. I'm thinking
Yes.
about, Not That Girl, for example. Can you turn on the tears quite easily when you need to?
No, I mean, I can. I think
Yeah.
when I'm in the scene, and especially in Act 2, again, it's quite a nice through line. We don't have a lot of time off stage, as obviously the leads, so it's we kind of take the mantle from one to the other, we kind of pass the baton. And especially when I'm in the rehearsal room and I get to kind of sit on the side and watch her do it, it's actually quite nice, because I don't get to go back to the dressing room. I get to sit there and I'm still in it, as it were. And then, so when I go on stage, it kind of feels really fluent. And we've both cried in the rehearsal process, doing the runs and stuff. Many times, on stage and off. Because I think also as women, and growing up and coming into womanhood, I think it means a lot to people, and I don't think I really connected with that until I started singing the score with you.
Yes.
And being like, oh my gosh, like we can really do all this, and there's so much possibility and opportunity for women, and I think it's such a powerful story of friendship, and how special it can be, and how it can change your life
And
for
alter
good.
the course of completely. Friendships are, I constantly say that some of my closest friends are my soulmates.
Platonic soulmates, 100%.
Platonic soulmates are the way forward.
Alfie and Glinda, they are. It's a lot less complicated. But truly, I think it's coming at the perfect time. Obviously we've had the stage sensation that is you, but we've also had that on the screen. We've got this new generation. I took, we went to see Wicked in the West End over the summer. Sold a kidney.
That's correct. Absolutely.
And
they're not cheap.
Had the slushies and the socks and the t-shirt.
Yes, the mugs. I love a mug.
You can't
get a
not
mug.
do that.
You gotta get the
You have
stash.
to
You have to. You have to. It was honestly like a defining moment, I think, in our daughters' lives, and the idea of it coming to Dubai and being introduced to so many excited people, because it is one thing to see it on the screen, and no disrespect to Ariana and Cindy, of course,
never.
but there is something about the magic of looking at a human being in front of you and going, she is making that noise in real time in front of me, like that, and then you go away and it just stays with you. It's formative. No, but it's true.
It is. It so is.
It's really special. I think
amazing. I'm so pleased
with
for you.
the little girls, like in the audience especially, and so our
And the
director,
little girls in us.
our director
it's
John.
such a healing.
Yeah, I mean, so he has a little niece, I'm sure you don't mind saying, who is the most beautiful, gorgeous, like little angel, and he's been taking videos to send to people to kind of check that everything's going well, and his niece is obviously a big fan of the movie and all this kind of stuff. And he showed a video of, I think, me and Becky doing Popular to her, and she said, oh my gosh, there's a princess on stage and she looks like my mummy. My mummy's a princess, and as representation,
And
as someone,
representation is so necessary.
and I think someone from a mixed race background, I never kind of saw myself as a figurehead for anyone, because I kind of look quite ambiguous a lot of the time, I think, and people can put their own stamps on me, which is great, and that's what an actor is, that's part of the job. But seeing a little girl who looks like me, who grew up looking like me, saying that I'm a princess and that her mummy's a princess because she looks like me, it was just really, really special. And I think it was the first time I'd really seen that, and it was really special.
Isn't that just the message to my mind of Wicked, about friendship, about celebrating differences? And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you being with us this afternoon. I'm so excited for you to be at Dubai Opera, because that venue is just
I cannot wait. Everyone who's been there,
it's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
And ladies, I'll see you in Saudi in a few weeks.
Thank you. Can't wait.
Safe travels. I mean, if you happen to miss the flight and end up at the cinema this afternoon, I wouldn't blame you. Rebecca, Eve, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Do send me the word Wicked. I'll send you details. Those leading ladies coming to Dubai Opera for an absolute show to remember.
Your ARN News. The UAE will invest up to $50 billion in Canada under a framework that includes projects in artificial intelligence, energy and mining sectors. At least 5 Chinese tourists were killed and 8 others injured in Bali after their rental minibus plunged into a shallow ravine. Greece has arrested a 38-year-old man as part of a Europol crackdown on international cybercrime, dismantling malware infrastructure. And England are searching for wickets on the first day of the Ashes after they were bowled out for 172 in Perth.
On Dubai Eye 103.8.
Sponsored by PolicyBazaar.ae. Health insurance? Find the best one for you on PolicyBazaar.ae.
The Dubai Financial Market General Index a few minutes ago stood at 5,842.48 points. That's down by 1.15%. Market indicator Emaar Properties is trading at 13 dirhams and 20 fils, which is down by 0.35%. The top gainer so far today is Chimera S&P. It's trading at 8 dirhams and 25 fils, which is up by 6.45%. And the top loser so far today is Equitab Holding Company. It's trading at 70 fils, which is down by 9.93%.
Commodities.
Sponsored by EGA, Emirates Global Aluminium. Producing 1 in every 25 tonnes of aluminium made worldwide, right here in the UAE.
Right now, Brent crude oil is trading at $62.31 per barrel, which is down by 1.67%, while gold is down by 1.11% at $4,032 per ounce.
Let's have a look now at the top business stories with me, Brandy Scott, and Tom Urquhart. Business headlines on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Sponsored by DP World, facilitating efficient end-to-end supply chain solutions. From factory floor to customer door, DP World makes trade flow better and change what's possible for everyone.
President Sheikh Mohammed holding talks yesterday here in the UAE with the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, who's been in town. They were taking place down in Abu Dhabi. The countries, in fact, signed an agreement to strengthen economic cooperation.
Yeah, those two leaders exploring ways to boost ties in key sectors, including investment, tech, AI, of course, and clean energy. Big meeting held in Abu Dhabi as part of Mr. Carney's official visits to the UAE.
News from the air show, which goes into its last day today. Fly Dubai planning to introduce a 3-class configuration on its forthcoming Boeing 787 Dreamliners. This is going to include premium economy seats for the very first time.
Drone delivery to cover 70% of Dubai by 2030 and establish the city as a hub for smart air logistics. That is according to Kita, yellow box on the back of a bike on the road and maybe in the air, people. The President Yan Maher, Dr. Yan Maher, speaking at the air show.
Those then are your business headlines. We'll be back on Monday morning live on Dubai One TV and Dubai Eye 103.8 FM.
3 days to go until Big 5 Global Leaders Summit. Leading change, building legacy.
Stories that make you smile on Dubai Eye 103.8.
With Motion Gate Dubai, where rides and movies come together. Meet Shrek, the Smurfs, Kung Fu Panda and more, and experience the action-packed world of Hollywood. Book today at motiongatedubai.com.
A British survey has found 68% of teens feel worse when they spend too much time on social media, and 47% would delete their social profile if they could. So it's not surprising that thousands are now attending real-life events, curating offline experiences for social gatherings where phones are banned. The irony is that the Offline Club of Europe now has over 500,000 Instagram followers.
This is Farmer's Kitchen on Dubai Eye 103.8.
More coming up next on the UAE's #1 talk radio station. The Debrief on Dubai Eye 103.8.
There are no such thing as vegetables. All vegetables, a wide variety of actually just different parts of edible plants.
Is that what your PT calls them, edible plants?
She just says that there's different forms of what you can call them, but blanket term vegetables is only used in the kitchen because fruits are the mature seed-bearing structure of a flowering plant. So cucumbers, tomatoes, bell peppers, they're fruits.
I have nothing to say.
Weekdays from 4 p.m. on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Sponsored by InsuranceMarket.ae and Vietnamese Foodies.
Sales run one tool, finance another. HR, they're on spreadsheets. Meanwhile, your business is bleeding time and money. Zoho fixes that. One platform, one bill, one login. Just one system that talks to itself and to your teams. No chasing updates. If your software stack needs a project manager just to function, ditch it. Do it all. Do it right with Zoho. Visit Zoho.com or call 800-ZOHO to know more.
Safety Matters by Volvo. Every passenger's safety starts with the right precautions. Always fasten seatbelts, even on short trips. Use age-appropriate car seats for children and place them in the back seat. Loose items can become dangerous during sudden stops, so secure everything before driving. At Volvo, every detail is designed with your family's protection in mind, with integrated child booster seats and ISOFIX latch anchor points to electronic rear child locks and intelligent safety alerts.